France is the world leading wine exporter by value. Wine is our culture, our identity, our pride. But today, this culture is under pressure. This summer, wildfires destroyed thousands of hectares of vineyards in the south of France. At the same time, harvests are happening earlier, changing the taste and balance of our wines. And beyond climate risk, trade is getting harder. The US has imposed 15% tariffs on French wine and spirits. So yes, wine remains our pride, but it's also facing risk, pressure, and change. And this is why vineyards need more than tradition. They need new tools to adapt, diversify, and stay resilient. My name is Sébastien Bossoutreau, co-founder of Heroku, one of the leading Odoo partners in France. And today, I'm not just your Odoo consultant. I'm your Odoo sommelier. Instead of serving wine, I will be serving knowledge, and together we will taste how Odoo can become the operating system of wine. Before diving into Odoo, let's ask the question, why change? Making good wine is no longer enough. The climate is changing, consumption are changing, and expectations are changing. Consumption of wine in France has been falling sharply. At the same time, consumers are looking for something different. They want local products, direct sales, and experiences. They want visits, tasting, wine clubs, and events. So this is not just about making wine anymore. It's about creating experiences, building loyalty, and opening new revenue streams. And in the face of climate change, some winemakers are already exploring new crops. The problem is specialized business management tools were built only for wine production. They are good at these jobs, but they cannot follow this shift. Odoo is different. It's an open and modular platform that goes further, from production to compliance, from sales to tourism, from marketing to customer loyalty. So let's see, not in theory, but in practice, how Odoo, with the help of specific modules, supports this transformation. As a sommelier, I usually bring a wine menu. But today, here is the Odoo menu for vineyards. With Odoo, I can install all the core apps, inventory, sales, accounting, CRM, eCommerce. And with Heroku, we add the vertical modules that makes Odoo truly wine ready. The results, one single systems, fully compliant for wine industry and open for everything else. So now let's start tasting Odoo. Our first tasting, we dive into production and the DRM, and we will see how Odoo handles the complete cycle of wine production. So I go to my Odoo here, and I will navigate to inventory, products, and select a new juice of wine. This is a new grape variety. This is the OXP red wine variety. In this juice, I will register a 300 liter in a tank with a lot number. So let's create a new lot number. Let's call it OXP 2510. I add the wine vintage here, and the cuvée, it's OXP 25. I go back to my red wine here and add quantity in stock. I select the tank number 1, my lot number. I have several lot number here. Let's select the right one and add 300 liters. Now that we have our juice in the tank, we can handle with Odoo manufacturing application each production step for each kind of wine. You can handle sparkling wine or still wine. We'll not go dive into this part today because we don't have the time, and we go only to wine production here by red wine in bottle of 75 centiliter. As you can see here on my red wine, my finished product, I have several wine information fields that we add into Odoo. These fields are not decorative. They are needed for the DRM declaration or for the Gamma 2 JSON exportation. But wine isn't just liquid. We also have in our products here, if I classify, group by product category, you see that I have all my dry products. Here it's only 4 dry products. Obviously, you can add all the dry products and all the products you need in your production. So you see the bottle, the cardboard, the cork, and the label. From these dry products, I can go back to my wine and open the bill of material to prepare my bottling manufacturing. Here I have a bill of material. It's a box of 6 bottles of wine, and I have my juice here and all the dry goods. So let's bottle 300 units. For that, I go to manufacturing, new. I search for my products. And let's say we will produce 300 bottles. Automatically, when I confirm my manufacturing order here, I have Odoo that check if I have enough in my stock, and I have enough here. And I can produce all my bottles. I add a lot number. I check if I select the right wine in the right tank, save, and produce all the 300 bottles. If I go back to my red wine here, you see that I have 300 bottles in my stock. Every movement are tracked into the system, and we have a complete history from juice to bottle. It's essential for quality and compliance. If we go to the lot number, you will see that I have obviously all my traceability to produce these bottles. As I say, every movement is recorded. And in the wine industry, each month comes the DRM. DRM is a French word. For those who are not familiar, let's say that DRM is essentially material accounting with specific movement qualification. The traditional way for winemaker, it's our building Excel spreadsheet and risking error in that part. But with our modules, we have in just one click here the export of the DRM. We select the date and export our CSV, and the only things left is to upload it to your intersyndical platform. Of course, it's demo effect, so wait. I want to show you behind the scene. Okay, so you see I have my CSV here. I will now go back to the DRM. In the DRM, if it's needed, everything is customizable. You see here the classification rules. There is several classification rules, and these classification rules classify your stock to export the right DRM here. Great. Now that we have product in stocks, let's move on to our second testing, the sales. So our second glass here, it's all about sales. We will talk about the multi-channel commerce possible with Odoo. We'll go to the POS, to the web shop, and the B2B sales, and the export for the compliance. So let's go here back to the demo and open the point of sales at the seller. In this point of sales, I will add 10 bottles of red wine, 10 bottles of Chardonnay, and 4 bottles of pet nat. You notice that the price changes automatically for each line. Why? Because this wine are shared in the same category of wine, and there is, in the wine industry, when you sell wine, volume discount. So this volume discount here, at 24 bottles, we hit a new tier, and Odoo applies it directly, and there is no manual calculation here. If I remove the 4 pet nat here and add 2 Magnum, you see that my price also change, because we take into account that the Magnum is 2 bottles of wine, of standard wine. So everything here is normalized to have the right pricing. Let's close and finish this cell to close my POS. Not also that with Odoo and the point of sales application, you can also manage your restaurants and other kind of POS. Let's switch to our websites. In the websites, directly from Odoo, you have your shop and the e-commerce, and you retrieve here all the bottles and all your products that your customer can order. Same price and same system of calculation of the price, the stock, and so on. Your customer can also here, in the appointment app, reserve the table for your restaurants. So stock pricing are synced across the POS, the web shop, and also the backend, one inventory and multiple channel. Speaking about backend, let's go to the sales app and sales in B2B. When it comes to B2B, we talk about here the critical compliance system to send your declaration to the customs. So I will create a new flow here and sell wine to Hotel Venom Lux. I add my products. Let's say 10 packs here. Let's sell our red wine, 20 bottles. And let's choose also our pet nat here with 2 boxes of 6. Yeah. I will not send create the full flow. I will confirm here my order, deliver it. I have everything in stock. Validate my deliver, go back to my sales and create the invoice. Here you see a button to create the declaration DTI Plus. This is the declaration that you need to do and to upload to the website Prod1. So I will create here on the create declaration. I will add some additional information. Everything is customizable here. I'll just check. Here and generate. Oh, I forgot something. Days. And generate here my declaration. So I have everything here. I can change if I made mistakes before, but if everything is okay, I validate my declaration and generate my JSON files to upload it, download it, and upload it to the website of Prod1. Notice that here I can do this declaration at each step. Generally, we do it at the invoice step, but I can declare at my order, but also in the delivery. I have the generation and the declaration of this compliance system. For Heroku, we are about to be certified to direct upload this declaration on via EDI. I think next year, you know that the French administration, it's not always so quickly. So we see for the sales here that we have all the integration, no fragmented tools, no double entry, and everything is compliance. So from tasting room to the custom. Only one smooth flow. Let's now talk about our third tasting, the experience and the loyalty. About the wine experience, so modern wineries aren't just producer today, they are destination. So we will explore how Odoo can orchestrate this experience. Let's go to the demonstration and back to Odoo here. You see that I have several applications, and I have one application called Events. I will open it. And you see that here, as a winemaker, I create a new event, like the OXP here. This event is an event of gravel cycling across the vineyards with wine tasting. So I create everything here, the price, the question that I need to ask to my customer to order this event, and publish it on the website. If I go to the website, here I have an event published that I can register and put my name and something here. Let's put a name, an email. And a phone number. And choose the distance. I check out the payment here. I can pay the event. Of course, on your system, if I refresh, you have all your attendees and the pay system and the remain seats. You can also manage the reservation. Here, if I go to the application dedicated for that, I go to appointment. You see that I have tasting session configured in my system. I put every day available, And if I go to the website like that, or here in the event, in the shop, in the appointment, sorry, I have my training session and choose how many people and the slots that are available. There is a lot of other things, of course, in Odoo to handle the experience, but we have no time left. So let's go through the bonus. Of course, you don't see, but here it's a demonstration in Odoo 19. And in Odoo 19, you have the AI, of course, so you can go to the sales, for example, and ask the AI about declaration. Which declaration I need here? It depends on the internet. I think he responds here that I need a DSA declaration for this sales order. Okay, let's wrap up everything. So Odoo is one unified system, so covering production, compliance, sales, tourism, and marketing. With verticalization and regulatory supports, it becomes the backbone of vineyard transformation and simplification. And at Heroku, we bring the missing pieces, industry expertise, and compliance modules. They can be installed in one click. In short, Odoo is not just a software. With the right approach, it is the operating system of modern vineyards and helps them transitioning from wine to multi-activities. As your Odoo sommelier, I hope you enjoy this tasting. And remember, wine should always be consumed with moderation, but for Odoo, it's not the case. Thank you.
Thank you, Sébastien, for this presentation.
Thank you.
We're going to go over the questions today
Okay.
that I'm collecting on the pad here. And we have one question. Is there a module to manage the vineyard?
No, there is no module to manage the vineyards today. We have this. There is some question from our customer on that, but we don't have yet this part.
Okay, so it's something that is in the making, maybe.
It's in a roadmap, yes,
Yeah.
but not from now.
All right, so on live, now we're getting quite a few questions
Okay.
coming up. How many customers are currently using your modules?
Today we have 5 customers in this using this part and using the special modules for vineyards.
Okay, cool. I'm seeing the questions coming up live.
Okay.
So, do you adapt to customers outside of France?
From now, all our customers are in France, so it's perhaps we will do it, but only if we have the demand.
The demand, okay, step by step.
Yes.
So I have a question in French here. I'm going to try and translate live.
Okay.
With the electronic invoicing, are there going to be any evolutions regarding your module?
We don't need the evolution with the electronic invoicing here because we are on Odoo 19 and it's already compliant.
Okay, good. The question here maybe, is the module adding any extra charge? I don't know if there would be a specification what the person means by charge.
I think say that Odoo, you know, the price, the unit price of Odoo, it's not an industry module part of the Odoo core business, so we have the charge of Heroku and all the service that we provide.
Your
for this
expertise
module.
and
Yes.
consulting fees. There we go. Do you have a module for following up outstanding invoices? The question disappeared. Do you have a module for following up outstanding invoices, accounts receivable?
This is the accounting modules, the standard accounting modules in Odoo. We had some special VAT system here because there is some Some information special in the vineyard in France for the VAT, but it's all already standard in Odoo.
All right. So we've reached our time here.
Okay.
We will have to close with the questions. Unfortunately, we won't be able to answer
Okay.
the last questions that were remaining. But if you want to answer and get questions from him, they are at the booth here,
Yeah.
and they're open to answering all your questions. Have a good day.
Thank you.